Hello everyone, I'm Janith and I'm studying bioinformatics. My final year research project is on studying the drought tolerance related proteins in rice. Specifically, this is my topic. But it's basically studying proteins that help rice withstand droughts. First, let's look at what drought itself is. According to the World Health Organization, drought is a long dry period during which there is very little rainfall. This causes multiple problems for plants. The increased heat, reduced water availability, and increased salt content in the soil are some of the main issues that plants have to deal with during droughts. When drought does come, it is usually the plant roots that notice the changing conditions first. The roots then communicate with the rest of the plant to get ready for difficult times in the future. This leads to changes in how a lot of genes in the plant behave, which will allow the plant to better survive through the drought. These changes involve the action of a lot of small molecules in the plant body, some of which are the proteins I will be looking at. Proteins are the parts of an organism that are responsible for doing most of the different tasks in the cell. There are thousands of proteins in every plant and animal that do many different things. Through various experiments, we have been able to get a picture of how the proteins in a given organism interact with each other throughout the organism. Here is such an interaction network. As you can see, this is a very complex mess. So let's take this simplified representation instead. This is a protein-protein interaction network. The nodes here represent proteins and the edges that connect the two nodes show an interaction that we have seen between the two proteins. This could be something like one protein activating another one, or a protein that forms a complex with the connected protein and some others, and so on. These nodes and edges make the network we see here. In the network, there are usually nodes that tend to stick close to other nodes. These node clusters are known as modules, and they usually show proteins that are commonly seen working together. Usually, these proteins are ones that handle general tasks in the organism. One example would be proteins that together handle creating glucose from carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Now between these modules, there can also be proteins like this one, which connect two or more modules together. These proteins are identified as crosstalk related proteins because they handle communication between different groups or modules of proteins. These are the proteins that I am looking for. So I hear you asking, why am I looking for them? Well, you see, these proteins are like messengers between these larger groups of proteins. They might not do much by themselves, but through the small changes they do, they can affect large parts of an organism's activity. I'm trying to find these crosstalk related proteins that work in the plant during drought conditions. The reason I'm searching for them is because I think they might be able to give us new ways of making our plants more resistant to droughts. If you have been keeping up to date with the latest news on climate change, you will know that drought is a topic that many scientists think we are going to hear more of in the coming years. So in order to better prepare for it, I'm trying to find out what exactly happens to rice, our staple food crop, during drought. In order to do that, I will be carrying out my analysis in silico, that is to say, in a computer. There are currently entire libraries worth of data regarding different proteins of rice, and all we need is a good eye for statistical relationships and a fine-tooth comb to sort through that data to find what we are looking for. Using the resources the department provides, I am confident I'll be able to find what I am looking for, and I'll hopefully see you after I get some results. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next video.